drop a series. However, that one game, Trent, that one game did come from Alliance in that upper bracket finals
for them as well, which is kind of important.
Yes.
So they are banning
Nigma had the IO.
Yeah, they lost the IO too, but lost to it after later in that series. But it does like put a mark in our best of 5 that like depending on what heroes start to like filter into these first couple of victories, there is a chance they might give them the IO again. Probably wouldn't recommend it, but we have to at least entertain the thought since they did manage to beat it in that one game.
Wow, so Faceless Void, he is now first pick material. We've seen this guy on the rise, certainly in that last series, and wow, another new face here. Not the Phoenix, of course, but the Dragon Knight. No surprise to see SNAPPHIRE picked into the Phoenix. She's also been on the rise, but the DK, buddy, we've talked about him a little bit, but here you go.
Yeah, we were bringing him up because he was this classic counter pick to the Nature's Prophet and the Puck, and the Queen of Pain. Well, also Puck, but still, Nature's Prophet and Queen of Pain were the two big heroes last patch.
Yeah,
and so you would often see this first phase Dragon Knight come out to try and give you some options there in the lane. And if there's only one thing that he really can't lane against, it is Viper. So we're gonna remove that. I definitely thought they were gonna get Vipered in Game 3 versus OG, and I was really shocked when that Zeus came out, so that was close. But yeah, the DK returns. I don't know about this early, but I guess versus the Faceless Void, it's like you're not really a chrono target, kind of like a Wraith King, because you're just like so tanky that it's probably not going to do much. And then you also just have like an additional stun to set up for like messing with the time walk.
Yeah, and another draft here where Alliance does not have last pick. So they're going to have to pick blind into mid, most likely. Anyway, always a small chance that it could be that off-lane DK.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of flexibility there.
Yep, still doable. And
Hugna now banned out, as well as the Venomancer.
I wouldn't mind the Jakiro being removed. I think that showed a lot of good synergies in Game 3 when they had the DK, the Jakiro, and the Phoenix. When you think about like the range, once the blinks up, then you have both supports able to help out after the Dragon Tail. So it just like really helps the kill power, especially if it's the chain stun of the Ice Path when you're trying to deal again with the time walks, trying to stop Faceless Void from escaping with the chain stun.
All right. Alliance thinking about their final ban in this phase. Green heroes removed so far.
I think Necrophos is worthy of banning.
Wow, you want to remove all 3 nasty green heroes, Trent?
Yeah. I mean, they took care of the Veno themselves on Nigma, but we know Nigma played the Necrophos. We know it's real obnoxious. It's pretty good versus DK, potentially even Phoenix as well.
It's really good versus DK, actually. They ban out the Prophet instead.
He's pretty gross.
Another
green
good choice.
Too. That's fair.
Yeah, he does count as a green hero these days. I would put him in that gross category. That Darkseer is still hanging around. Worth mentioning for Team Nigma, one of the teams that is trying to work in that Darkseer more and more.
Oracle's still in, though.
True. Oracle Phoenix, would that be a support duo Alliance would run?
I think it would be worth it for Darkseer.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Maybe they'll ban Oracle here. I mean, I think Ion Shell with Void isn't a terrible combo. It's not quite the same as an Ember Spirit, like a Spirit Breaker or something, but any help that Void can get to do damage in his chrono is certainly an asset, especially in those early chronos when you're just trying to get some momentum. Might only have like a Mask of Madness or some basic item like that. The Ogre is also still available here, Trent.
Yeah, I think I still like the Jakiro ban, though. The more I look at everything, just seems real nice. Think about trying to kill an egg, and so they have like defensive options with the Jakiro. It's annoying for Faceless Void to deal with too. All right, well, they've just accepted that they're about to pick Jakiro next. Get rid of the Spectre instead.
Okay, they grab Clockwork.
Okay, pretty annoying for Jakiro as well.
Who you think, is it 5 Clock and 4 SNAPPHIRE, or other way?
I'm thinking that's for GH. I think GH just needs to... he's been popping off this whole tournament. I'm not going to hamper him with a SNAPPHIRE. Cool hero, but, you got one job this game.
Not going to hamper him with the SNAPPHIRE. Man, those are fighting words, Trent.
Yeah. I mean, she's cool and all, but she just wants to press E on the Phoenix egg and throw out some goops into Chrono, cookie somebody. GH has work to do. I wasn't sure if they were going to Rubik, because that was also still in.
Yeah. It is cool that Snapfire has multiple synergies, though. She is very good with Void. That was a combo back when she dropped and her ultimate was a little bit more broken.
Yeah, a lot of more broken.
Yeah, a lot of more. But still, it's not bad now. It's still damage into Chrono. That's pretty easy to land.
I mean,
And
Nico
of course, the
Baby's
counter
heroes
the
are
egg.
still in, though, right? We got, I mean, Slark into
Everything.
Faceless Void, not great. You're right.
They can Morphling, though.
Yeah, Morphling's still there.
Didn't they win? No, it was Morphling versus Slark that they took earlier. And then in game 3, Alliance played the Void versus Jug. Although the Jug did have a Magnus with him.
Must be considering the rest of their whole draft here. So they want the Disruptor instead. So benefits of Disruptor, way better at the full chain stun. And yeah, giving away the position 5 brings out that Darkseer.
There it is. They were just waiting for the opening. Now, I will say I do really like the Disruptor pick. It kind of feels to me like Alliance saw this coming to some degree, or at least the potential.
Yes.
Because Disruptor has great options against Darkseer. Okay options against Clockwork, to be perfectly honest. And some good cover for the Phoenix Egg as well. So I do think this is a good Disruptor pick, despite opening up for a mind-controlled Darkseer. And now Anti-Mage.
Yeah, I don't know about this, man. That was really bold to just snap pick Darkseer after the Disruptor. Yeah. I think they maybe should have just chilled it. You had a minute and a half because, like, Disruptor, I think after Oracle is probably the best support in lane versus Darkseer. At least traditionally has been. Maybe because it's going to be a duo and the Clockwork's very tanky, it's probably not going to be as effective as it usually is. And maybe they're counting on the same thing with the AM, but AM used to be the go-to counter pick versus Darkseer in lane.
Yes.
You just like burn his mana and he's
very,
just so
very
sad.
good. And AM also just strong right now. We've seen him banned out a lot throughout this tournament, especially in that middle trio of heroes where a lot of the carries get removed. Nigma did take out Spectre, someone else we've talked about a lot, but AM certainly in that scary category. Meepo, great ban, very good against Anti-Mage. Turns out Nets are very effective against Blink. And Queen of Pain taken out. I guess double Blink cores, a little too slippery.
Yeah,
also
they just
Phoenix
need, like,
mixed in there.
They just need like mobility damage. It's always nice. Kind of same idea with like the Jakiro of like following up after the DK. So Queen could have been pretty good. Their control's already nice, so the damage would have been pretty high. They could have just flexed the DK or the Queen depending on the lane they wanted.
Yep.
And also probably means they want a mid laner that is not very good versus like Queen of Pain or something too. So like maybe an Ember or something.
Void Spirit, also one that honestly I don't think you and I have cast him played, banned a couple of times.
Often banned right around now.
Is he good here for either team? Could be okay for Alliance, that same kind of tricky, hard to lock down, just highly mobile core, a lot of pick-off potential. I feel like, it's weird to say that I feel like Nigma need more lockdown against Anti-Mage because they do have a Chronosphere, but it's 160-second cooldown, right? It's stupidly long now. Yeah. I wouldn't mind some more, like maybe not literally Lion, but somebody kind of like Lion that just has some very spammable, reliable control that can help set up for other heroes to do some damage. Right now, I think this is looking like a pretty good AM game.
And they banned Lena. They're really set on this being an S4 Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Or again, they're just trying to secure their mid really hard, which is also pretty fair.
What if it's an S4 Dragon Knight and they do like a limp Puck here? Very good against Darkseer. They are a little bit light on magic damage right now.
Puck's always nice for like creating space for the AM and stuff too. Their damage until AM is like 6 slotted would be a little bit weak though.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Haven't seen Puck picked all that much either, but it is limp, and a lot of his other favorites are taken out here. It's the Puck. Sniped it, buddy.
Blows. And again, it could still be for S4 too, right? And that, you know,
true.
Does help with
actually,
the flexibility.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, so what is it for Nigma here? They need a mid laner. What do we want for Wii? His Wind Ranger is in.
Yeah, that's not bad. Spell block or counterspell is pretty damn annoying.
It is.
Could do some like Legion shenanigans.
I think you probably want. Well, Ember is also in. Although against Disruptor, DK, not an easy Ember game. Whoa, they take Visage. Hero. There you go. Weehaw indeed.
Tough game, I think, though, for Nigma. I think obviously very winnable. Like you can see what their draft wants to do, but it's I guess we can't really call it like unlikely for them just because of how consistent they've been throughout this tournament. They've done a very good job of like picking their drafts and finishing them. Like they have pretty fast games. They look dominant. It almost feels like their opponents can never get into the match, and that's exactly the kind of lineup they've now drafted for themselves, right?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. S4 Dragon Knight confirmed. Yeah. Limp Puck. Of course, the GH Clockwork. No surprise there. I still don't really know how to rate Visage.
I think a lot of people don't. He's still not really being seen that much.
And I think of him as go-go gameplay. Relatively early hero, has a big power spike once the birds come out. Can really fight around item timings in the early game. And then you've got this Faceless Void. Like, they don't really have a lineup that looks like it wants to close out the game ultra early. Nor will they really be able to, right? Like Phoenix, Puck, Disruptor, very good at defending high ground, defending tier 2s.
The way I see it is they need to close off a lot of the map early. And I do think it's going to be kind of tough with their lineup. I agree. It's not like they need to like rush down and just end the game, but they do need some element of quickness at the start to try and delay Nico Baby's timings. The best thing that can happen is that Nico Baby starts vacuuming up all the resources. Like you get to the game to a state where only Nico Baby can hit creeps. And that sucks because like the anti-mage is still hitting creeps, but you need to make it so the DK and the Puck are no longer progressing, and then you just kind of wait until anti-mage hits that wall, and then that's where you've kind of choked them out.
Exactly. There needs to be urgency to get control of like 60% of the map or like 2/3 of the map. Yeah. And if they can maintain that, control the Roche pit a little bit, could bode well.
1-9-29. That was probably a win. It's all right. All right, you guys can't see that. Never mind.
Yeah. Wow. Miracle. Last match. Faceless Void. 15-0-10.
Attaboy.
Way to instill fear in their hearts there, Miracle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1. We've got plenty of Dota 2 for you today. Minimum 3 games, maximum 5.
This is the end now or something. I was waiting for all the voice lines.
Yeah, no, we're not messing around. Alliance and Nigma, 2 very respectful teams here, Trent.
There they are.
There it is. Mind control. What is the prize pool for this tournament? Reminder, 170 thou USD. 70K to first place, 36K to second place. So winner of this series will be doubling their money, so to speak.
Guess it is time to get serious.
It really is, Trent. No more fucking around, bud. No more talking about Kunkka. Ooh, a cookie? Miracle?
I'll be back.
Time block, level 1. Getting quite a bit of damage into S4 here. He did go for Dragon Blood level 1. It's not the end of the world. He will regen back, taking them on the great chase right now.
At 10 more move speed than Miracle and Iron Man. Has to cut every angle. Must be perfect. Oh, it's Visage. Oh, the bash.
But the Clockwork, he has a 5 movement speed advantage, and he didn't account for the cookie, Trent. These cookies have something crazy in them, and now S4, he's going to bite the bullet. GH takes the first blood as the runes spawn.
Well, I guess S4 is not on a diet.
Now an opportunity cost for Nigma. They get the first blood, but it is going to be 3 bounty runes going to Alliance. Let's check that net worth graph. And confirmed, it is still an advantage for the Alliance.
Damn. The value. Oh, risky business for poor F&G.
Yeah, he just walks right into it. Okay, well, advantage to Enigma. I called him Enigma again. Nigma. Yikes.
They'll pick him at some point. Actually, it's more likely Alliance pick Enigma, I think. But
I think so, but oh gosh. Not looking forward to that. Puck versus Visage. That's our mid matchup here. How does this one go? I imagine pretty even. Visage doesn't really take off until level 6.
Visage is just sad. for the most part in the mid lane these days until level 6 still, right? It's kind of been always the story of Visage, so Puck should have a very good time.
Puck's also, up top, Hanskin getting chased down, pops a fairy fire, might still die, and he does. RMN and Miracle find that kill up top, now 3-0, favoring Nigma. Puck did get tuned down a bit, though. She has,
yeah, but look at that damage advantage still at this point.
Yeah. Down bottom, GH gets picked.
He tried to dive under tower, I guess. Went for the. I mean, he was really close to getting Nico Baby. I tuned in just the last second there, but I'm guessing he was really hoping he'd go for the death trade because he was low on resources. No, you die. You play the courier, like he's bringing stuff down right now too for MC.
Yep. And the Clockwork Dark Seer is a pretty nice combo. Ion Shell very much enables this Clockwork to be much more of a nuisance. And as we talk about a lot, Disruptor, not the best 5. He has Thunder Strike, but not very mana effective. And here we go. Power Cogs down bottom. MC comes in. FNG going to be in trouble again. Kinetic Field, will it be enough? Not quite. GH going to find him. And Nico Baby, he actually blinks. Could this be the anti-mage kill? GH has to back up. MC not going to dive. It's only a level 1 Ion Shell.
Yeah, similar to Oracle, the level 3 Darkseer is a pretty scary one to tango with. The Ion Shell scales from 24 to 46. And with the early game HP pools, that's pretty spicy stuff there. So Nico Baby kind of getting his time while he can. Hanskin up top. Already cast both spells from Armor, and look at the tower armor, so that's going to help him. Oh, I just salve Hanskin!
Oh, that was greedy.
That was so greedy.
He fogged him for a second, and I guess he thought RMN would back out.
All right, how much you want to bet he dewards this? He's going to be like, oh, he definitely had a ward. That's the only reason he dove that tower, you know?
I don't know. I think he saw the... Yeah, maybe, actually. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. That's... Brent?
That's classic. I'm on it.
Mid lane, very well for Puck right now. 17-5 compared to the 10-1 Weehaw right now. 3 minutes. Limp forced to salve up.
I'm actually surprised Weehaw's not doing that well because the way I saw him starting this lane, he did a really good job of like pulling the waves apart when I felt like Limp was going to have an extremely good chance of pressuring him, but this is the matchup that you should be expecting. Like, yeah. Like, what tools does Weehaw have, right? You look to run someone down with Soul Assumption and Grave Chill, and it's just like Puck should have tools to deal with that.
Yeah, he does. And now bottom lane, GH gets a trade. They'll go 1-for-1. FNG falls first. Nico Baby actually not getting credit for the kill. So I guess that's pretty good for Nigma.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Limp now with a bit of an advantage mid. There will be a TP from the Disruptor. Maybe looking for a kill on this Visage. 4 minutes. It's an Arcane Rune, a scary one to have in the hands of the Puck.
And he's under a ward here too with this smoke, so
and up top,
sense of safety.
Miracle! S4 finds him.
Weehaw at the same time mid.
Big dive,
it's on enough.
Strike. They've glimpsed him. They got him now. Easy kill. Okay, 2 big cores on Nigma down. Back-to-back ganks.
I can't believe he got that glimpse. I was looking, that was level 1. That must have been max range. It's so short. Also, that ward did just get spotted because Weehaw saw him with their cliff ward.
Nico Baby down bottom now, getting pressured pretty hard. Not only is it the Ion Shell that enables the Clockwork, but having the Surge, also a pretty nice tool. Nico Baby survives, but out of regen now, has to blink back into the tree line.
Now GH is going to go back and try and collect these bounties, but FNG is going to stall him out here. Oh, it's a sad bottle today for GH.
Oh my. Nice kinetic field. Good setup, and the Disruptor will get both. Now, will he be punished for this? The Clockwork has boots. The Disruptor does not. Weehaw comes over. There's the Grave Chill. And FNG on the run.
Block, and then Mango GH.
Kinetic field. Limp comes over. He is level 6. There's a Dream Coil here. I don't know if he wants to commit it, but now they will. They see Weehaw pretty low. They're going to bring down FNG, but it costs them the mid.
Oh, the face shift.
Looky, not going to be enough. Limp jaunts back.
That was a serious wow moment.
Support for core.
World's slowest stun. Oh, face shift.
Yeah, it's got a pretty obvious animation as well. The hero is
even got a sound for you,
flying at you.
As long as you're not jamming out to Young Lean, you're going to be able to hear that.
He's got a pretty high register, too. It's hard to miss.
And he's even flaring Nico Baby right now. There's no pause here for him.
But at least he's picked up the Ring of Health. That will help for Nico. And he's actually still farming pretty well. Alliance now leading by 2K net worth. All three of their cores at the top of the chart after those series of kills. Mid lane. A little pressure onto Weehaw. Limp is hasted up now. Got that 6-minute rune. 2 for 2 so far as Hanskin dives forward. Fiery Spirits. Weehaw's burning. Icarus dive. The cookie. Big return damage onto Hanskin, but they stay true for it and go 1 for 1 again. Support for core. Crippling Weehaw right now.
He's just trying to get to 6 so bad. It's like a really sad Storm Spirit. It's just like constantly just trying to get there. It's like, then I'll be able to do stuff.
That's a good analogy.
And thus he's sad. A sad little gargoyle.
Rotation up top now. GH, RMN, looking to take this anger out on poor S4, but he's got 3 points in Dragon Blood.
So now they want to wait for Chrono if they can, but it's just going to take too long.
Yep, and Puck, so good in these early fights. 70-second cooldown on Coil, already prepared to fight again. But here it is, 3-on-1, S4. Oh, you poor Dragon, slowed down, battery assaulted. He does go Dragon form.
Limp's coming.
S4 trying to live as long as he can. Limp drops a 3-hero Coil. It is going to be a Chrono, but FNG on the outside. S4 lives through it, still goes down, but does get the counter kill onto Miracle. Glimpse back onto RMN. They'll trade 2 for 1 and maybe even more. GH on the run. Limp not going to pursue. Another good trade for Alliance, an off-laner for a core and a support.
And FNG gets the double kill, too. Pretty happy Disruptor player. Could lean to some early... some wands, maybe some arcane boots, can actually farm a little. I mean, I know it's FNG, so we won't, but still.
It was a pretty dope.
Oh my god, Weehaw's still level 5? Dude, what? How?
One more creep. One more creep.
When he died.
And there it is. We got gargoyles. Up top now. It's GH.
Let my face be the last.
Another kill for Alliance in the top lane. S4 with the Dragon Tail.
FNG's ready to run this game, though.
Yep.
He's going to be 6 soon. He's already got the 3 points in Glimpse. Didn't have to take the 2nd point in Thunderstrike because he ditched the lane so early anyway.
Good lane. Weehaw again. Dream Coil. Cookie. That's not going to help him out.
The rotations just can't help. It was a very good puck pick. Like how do they stop him?
He can't.
It's Chrono, right?
It's wild how Clockwork can feel like a bit of an all-in support in that regard. If you're against an Earthshaker, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you picked Clockwork. You're against like a Puck or somebody like this, and it's... What are you going to do with Clockwork, buddy? Have no tool to lock him down. And even this Anti-Mage, as much as it feels like they're doing a great job pressuring Nico Baby, he's doing just fine. He's well ahead of the Void.
Oh, nice call, GH, though.
Okay, that was dirty. That was
nice. The
nice.
mana. Oh, it
They
got
are
him.
going to get it. That was close. He had the blink. Cast point midway. GH, man, that's some big brain
unbelievable.
stuff. Completely predicted where he was going to blink as MC was punishing.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's the kind of stuff that wall too. Like one of those heroes that it's so good versus.
Yep. Like that's the kind of coordination though that makes Nigma such a treat to watch. You know, even in games where it's not coming together, at least not quite yet. They're still looking to make those kind of setups and find an edge. Now up top, Static Storm, Kinetic Field, counters the Void. He jumps in, Chrono available. Won't be able to use it though. Cookie now, RMN, somehow the Void's alive, but no, Nico's here. Hook shot from GH won't be enough to save him. And now GH is in deep. RMN on the low ground, found out by Nico Baby. Couple of chase downs at once as GH tries to make the great escape. Now Nico surrounded by 2. Limp does finish off the Clockwork there as RMN still getting chased down by AM. Mana Void. Puck coming down to join him perhaps, and RMN will be able to survive. Battle for the Haste Rune now in that bottom spawn.
Oh, he's living.
Denied by the Snapfire.
That was pretty nice. If RMN hadn't done that, he would have died.
'Tis mine.
So ends up being Miracle and GH dead, and no counter kills. Pretty good fight for Alliance.
Yeah, they're absolutely crushing it right now. Stack Storm Connect kill was just like a little off because he had to try and cover too, but it didn't end up mattering. The glimpse sent back Miracle, but he was still finished off, and he guaranteed that he couldn't just dump a Chrono on the three of them and perhaps create a turnaround.
It was a really weird timing where Miracle didn't actually have the Chrono when that started. So the Disruptor had to panic ult, and it was within a couple of seconds. So I totally see why FNG assumed that the Chrono was up the way Miracle played it.
Dyer's top
but
tower is under attack.
yeah, just a little bit awkward.
Funny how it all started just for that bounty room too.
Yeah, S4 now hook shot up top. Some follow-up kisses from our buddy Mortimer. And S4 pretty susceptible to it. Gonna try to make it out, but booped back, and he will fall. Nice kill for Nigma.
Yeah, S4 is just taking the garbage farm. It's just being... I mean, he's kind
garbage
of rich,
farm.
though, unfortunately. Like, so if they're sending him into that zone where they know there's a good chance he's gonna die, but it's a little costly when he has that much net worth. And again, they're gonna hit Nico Baby with the wall.
He'll blink back, this time GH, not in position.
Radiant's
Although
top
good use of the
tower is under
illusion.
attack.
They do Ion Shell and surge it up, looking to try and scout the AM potentially. No hook shot though. Well, I guess per usual, when it's Mind Control Darkseer, he is #1 on farm for his team. He's got Soul Ring. He's level 9.
Top tower is under attack.
And he's farming a stack in the jungle. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage, same idea, farming a stack on his side. Still working on the Battle Fury.
Dyer's
He
middle
go
tower
opting for the
is
Power
under
Treads
attack.
and he got an Iron Talon, so that's pretty nice too.
Oh, yeah, nice. I want to say Miracle did the same build last time we saw him. He did the Mask of Madness after the two Wraith Bands.
I think so, yeah. That sounds familiar. It's pretty good, an old classic.
They need
Oldie but a
damage
goodie.
in the Chrono, too, so it does help.
I think it is some of the most efficient damage for Void.
At least at this point.
Yeah. Just with the nature of how Chrono works. And still no point in the
Dyer's
time
top tower
dilation.
has been denied.
Weehaw trying to ramp up a little bit. He's going to go first item Vlad's. Good item on the visage,
Dire
but
are scanning.
not particularly scary. And speak of the devil, glimpse back, Static Storm, Kinetic Field, burning down. Limp will come in for a little follow-up damage, has to deploy the coil. And Hanskin will find a kill on the enemy mid.
They need to go for a play while these are down, though. I feel like this is their time to fight back. They're going to try and use this to pressure the tower at the very least, but they're rotating everyone down here to say, okay, no coil, let's do this, but they still have to watch that big egg.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Mind
attack.
control going in the back line, forcing FNG back. Knows he doesn't have an ultimate. Mortimer kisses will finish him off. Limp, still no coil. Bit of an awkward fight for Alliance. There's the Chronosphere. Comes down onto S4, but Hanskin with the heal keeps S4 pretty topped off and actually sets up a turn onto Mind Control with the Dragon Tail. S4 is eventually going to go down, but they made it a 1-for-1. Nico Baby does TP in. Tower falls. Now he blinks over. RMN had enough mana there to actually not take big damage from that Mana Void.
Hanskin, what in the egg? I guess he just knew he was dead?
Maybe he tried to, but made a blunder there. Either way, it's going to cost him and Nico Baby big. 3 dead for Alliance. Puck barely makes it out, but a jaunt back, 14-14.
He got
Nigma
hit by
have
a
found some
battery
footing.
salt and then stone formed. I think he wasn't expecting the battery salt to tick him, and then he just got hit by a gargoyle and time locked and died.
Damn.
I mean, if he egged there in that situation, the way it had just developed, like when he started to dive in, it looked like there was a turnaround potential. So I thought it actually looked good, and then suddenly they're losing heroes, and you're just like, uh-oh. Like it turned very quickly.
You see Limp
Oh,
on
this
the
looks
run.
familiar.
They're going to find Weehaw again. Same setup. Static Storm, Kinetic Field, Coil, and Sunray. They get it again. Weehaw on the sideline.
That was a lot of kills that got down bottom, though, and
And the big one on the
close
AM.
the gap.
I'm surprised Deco showed up to that fight. He still doesn't have Battle Fury, man. It's 15 minutes. Hey, like, he's not that close. He's got a full Claymore to farm. Not the time you want to be fighting with AM.
Well, unless you clean it up, you know. I mean, it was by your tower. You had big ultis left.
Yeah.
I get it. I think it was a good call to go.
Oh, by big ultis, they didn't have Static
Radiant
Storm or
structures
Coil.
are
So, yeah, they had
Egg,
Egg
dude.
left.
Eggs. Did you see that Sunray? How did they lose that fight after a max duration max Sunray?
Because they didn't have their other 2 key ultimates. I think it's really that
Dyer's
simple. The
middle
Coil's
tower
a
has been denied.
big piece of their lockdown. as is the Static Storm.
It would appear.
Oh, jump from S4 again. Set up onto Weehaw. They still don't have the Static Storm. And now S4 gets countered. Hook shot sets it up and he'll fall. Now Dream Coil deployed on 2. Kinetic Field locks him in place. The Phoenix Egg does go off, catches a stun at least on a GH. Miracle, no chrono, but they are going to go in onto Limp and they've got plenty of stuns.
All the
Great
tides.
turnaround.
They're turning, baby. They're starting to try and go on Weehaw, and they're just like, oh, suddenly he's tanky, guys. You see that Grave Chill? Zoom! He was out of there after that.
Yeah. That's only a level 2 Grave Chill also. Yeah, and you know, it's still training myself, Trent, resisting the urge to say Vlad's makes you tanky, because it doesn't.
No.
It's lifesteal, damage, and mana. There's no stats or armor anymore.
That Pipe Aura does help, though, from MC.
That is true. That is very true. Smoke up, though. They're going to move in. Alliance with 4. Static Storm might come down. Roche is low, a couple hundred HP.
S4's in.
Sunray, he gets it. S4 gets the Aegis and Roshan. It's not even a snatch. He is probably going to be left behind, and I think this will burn the Aegis.
I mean, between him and the Static Storm, that was quite a bit of damage.
They did also get the Phoenix kill, and now S4 is just going to die again. Yeah, no reason to throw bodies at that one. But big plays. They get the Roche kill, and they deny the Aegis away from Nigma.
That's worth. 100% worth. With a Puck and an AM still alive. If you lose one of those 2 heroes, I'd be closer to calling it even or not worth, but these two, like, you know what Pucks can do the rest of this game, right? It's just, I'm split pushing.
Yep. See them both on side lanes definitely bodes well. And now that means Battle Fury is up on Nico. They'll be looking for Manta Style next. How's our Void doing? He wants BKB, first big item after the Mask of Madness. I think warranted for Miracle.
I also, I was wondering what Weehaw was going to build, and I love what GH has done. He's gone for the drums first after the Tranquil boots, and then he might rush Aghanims. I don't know. We'll see if he actually does Aghanims.
Well, speaking of Aghanims, Limp has it queued up. He already has the Blink Dagger. He's just now switched to Yules. Okay, so he's changed his mind. But
yeah, I saw you the eggs too, which I wouldn't mind him getting on the earlier end because you know that Miracle's going to pick one up because like this is the build, right? You go Mask of Madness into BKB all the time.
And I think getting Yules first and then going Ags is also fine. It won't slow it down too much.
But GH getting the drums means that Weehaw doesn't really have to. So he can just rush right into the AC. He's been thinking for a while, like maybe he wants Greaves, but I guess he's counting on the silence not being enough from the Puck, or at least...
Uh-oh. FNG, hook shot from GH. Actually hits onto Miracle, but doesn't matter. Completely surrounded. An effective invasion from Nigma.
Yeah, they're still kind of working off of those kills at the Roche pit, too. Because they know that Alliance are a little bit out of sorts. They're not going to be grouped up right now. You know the AM and the Puck are still split pushing, so dive in a little bit deep to try and get kills. And they're still going with the surged up Clockwork. S4 not found there. Had the blink anyway, so probably should have been fine.
Been a pretty close game so far. Alliance holding the net worth advantage, and now again mid lane, Weehaw will get initiated on. Cookie pushes him in deeper. Now the coil comes out. Phoenix Egg as well. GH trying to finish it off, and they're going to get it. The egg pops. They'll go 1 for 1, and now S4 left behind again. A 1 for 2. Nigma, take a good team fight.
Just the tiniest things. I mean, that was only a level 1 egg. They still get the distance there for our man to clean it up with the little shredder as well.
Oh, hook shot. GH scouts it out, finds the anti-mage, pushes him right into the coil. And there's Miracle. Easy kill. Beautiful chrono. Weehaw from the grave. Now back in the mid. Static Storm Kinetic Field comes down, but they live through it. Now FNG. He gets bashed by the Void. He's going to die. Nigma breaking this wide open as they look to chase down the Puck, but Limp, I think, should be able to make it back. Has another orb. Yeah, he'll be good. Great use of the stone form. I think I called it a coil there by accident. But hook shot into cogs, into stone form, into chrono. That was a pretty dope CC chain.
Yeah. Yeah, they have stuns. I wouldn't say they're very easy to execute, but they're there, you know, like vacuum stone form and everything.
And that is one big aspect of the Visage. Even if you take him out of the fight, the gargoyles remain. So he had a big contribution there, even from the grave.
Yeah, he's even got a friend now. He decided not to rush right for the AC, picked up a helm as he was dying there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got a buddy. Oh, they're gonna clumsy net too. That's a little unfortunate for old Nico baby. You're counting all the stuns and everything, and then they just pick this bad boy up. So, GH, it's like, yeah, I don't care if I stop moving. That's fine.
And GH says that he does want the Aghanims. He's committed to the point booster now.
All right, so let's go on a little refresher course here for you guys who might not have seen this one in a hot while.
What is it? Overcharge?
Overclock. You know, it's too good. Sounds great. Lasts for 8 seconds. You receive 40% bonus movement speed, 200 bonus attack speed.
Wait, smoke. Hold on. Visage gets caught again here, Trent.
Aha.
We've seen this. We've read this story. This is a different chapter, and this one could have a different ending. Vacuum, wall, static storm comes down, but FNG falls first. They do finally get this kill onto Weehaw. Now the egg, but they're going to be able to bring it down even without the help of the Snapfire. A 1 for 2, but Coil on 3 from Limp, and that's going to stop this fight. He does get stunned up, though. The Gargoyles, they want more. They force out the Yules. The Coil's done. The Cookie mitigated by the phase shift, but Puck comes out, and he is done. 1 for 3. Another great fight for Team Nigma.
It's like they're theory crafting in live time. It's like, you know, you force the... It's like, okay, I'm going to Cookie after his Yules, and then if he phase shifts that, we can just place the cogs, and he's guaranteed dead, you know? There's no option. He's just completely dead. They're like solving puzzles as it's happening.
This is like becoming a cliche at this point because everybody says it, but GH is so fucking good.
Yeah.
FNG gonna get caught. Like, he has so many heroes in his repertoire that he pushes to this next level where, like, he uses power cogs like they're just a regular disable. It's like they're avenge stuff or something, you know? Look at this.
Cool. As you say that, of course, he misses the hook.
Nico baby with a pretty clutch blink there. But some amazing clockwork setups this game so far. We're only 22 minutes in, 27 to 17. The pretty bloody game so far.
Anyway, so yes, the Aghanims, it's 40% movement speed bonus attack speed of 200. You get stunned for 4 seconds at the end, and it refreshes all your abilities when you cast it. So you can basically double cast all your spells.
Double hook shot, double rocket flare, and 2 battery assaults. That's 21 seconds of battery assault.
It's pretty nasty. It's also really good when you have the net right at the end, because like as you're getting stunned at the end, you can throw the clumsy net.
Oh yeah, there's no opportunity cost if you're stunned anyway, right?
Yeah, they don't have a strong dispel. I really want to see that happen. I want to see like a Clockwork who picks this up who has like a support Abba or something.
Now that's an idea. How long is he stunned for?
4 seconds. It's pretty brutal. I mean, it's like you get roared.
4 seconds. So it's a pretty good Mirana arrow that you hit yourself with. I guess at least once you have Aghanims, you're pretty tanky. I guess in theory, like they've got Cookie, right? So that's
there's plays to make. You know, you buy a blade mail, you pop that before it happens.
Okay,
you got options.
Yeah.
I do like it versus AM. I like it versus any like single core lineup. Like everything's in the Nico baby basket this game. So if you're spending your body to kill him, that's fine.
Double hook shot gives you quite a bit of lockdown, actually. And here we go. Chrono does connect onto Nico. Some long-range kisses from Mortimer. They've got it. Nico baby's down. And gosh darn it, he doesn't have a buyback. What a great catch.
482 damage in 10 goops. That is not bad, you know, considering it's versus an AM.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought it was less.
Now look who's coming back onto the Mortimer hype train. It's okay, buddy.
It's just we'll sad. It was so broken before, you know.
I know.
It's hard to go back.
We'll accept you back, though. Mortimer's a friendly guy. His kisses still hurt.
Well, I just hope we get the Aghanims again, but I'm not too hopeful. FNG, he's got some friends nearby.
Whoa! Cookie on a gargoyle! That's a cool stun chain.
Yeah.
He's also got a centaur with the helm creep. So you Cookie a gargoyle, get a stun, then the stone form. That's sick. They've got like a 5-second stun chain.
Yeah, it's like the Inkswell on the gargoyles. You can do some pretty cute stuff.
I like that a lot. I don't know, man. I'm liking Snapfire more and more these days. I feel like every game we see her, she's just moving up a little bit more in my rankings.
I still think you kind of need the Phoenix to be there. It's just like that's what pushes it over to that next tier.
Yes, yeah. Oh, you're definitely right. But hey, Undying is first pick, first ban material now. Give me Phoenix first Tombstone, please.
I mean, that's kind of true. You know, Snapfire versus Tombstone. Yeah, all right.
I say Phoenix. I meant
Yeah,
to
you
say
did.
Snapfire.
I let it go. I knew you
meant
were
to say
saying.
Snapfire.
Now the medallion is ready for the next Roche. It will be 1 minute and 20 seconds away. And Nigma just slowly building their lead. And this is pretty much what we were talking about. Trying to create the vacuum effect onto Nico Baby. Unfortunately for Alliance, they're actually not able to get that much farm onto him. There's a little bit more pressure on Limp than they might like to get the split pushing done. They will catch GH, but look at those instant Power Rangers TP. Zordon has called.
Seriously, they even lined him up. Now hook shot, the counter play. Will they find the puck? Limp rooted in place. The cookie for the stun. See you later, alligator. Nice counterplay at Enigma.
Radiant's middle tower is under
To a
attack.
6K net worth lead now. They have clawed their way back and then some. Also, a big fan of this build that Miracle's gone for now, just straight into MKB, hedging his bets that if this goes late, of course, the anti-mage, initiation now on FNG. He'll be surrounded.
And so you
jeez.
die. Oh, the deny?
Return to the grass.
Oh!
My home.
Dark Trolls! What a kinetic field. FNG with the plays.
Wow, I can't believe GH didn't overclock and flare again. Ugh. This guy
what
has
a
so
nerd.
much to learn.
But the MKB on Void, it's like hedging your bets that AM is going to get a Butterfly at some point, and it's also just a really, really good damage item. Gives you attack speed, procs amazing in Chrono. Smart stuff out of Miracle.
That's a good one. All right,
Faceless
well,
Void with an enchanted quiver, too.
shall we, Roche?
Damn, enchanted quiver is actually really good on Void. Every 5 seconds, you get an extra 300 magical damage and True Strike.
Yeah, it's okay. I think that's
That could-
probably better items. They just didn't get one yet, you know?
Proc on top of your time lock.
Roshan has
We'll see if they, they're hoping for the orb.
You're definitely right that there are better items. And hook shot.
Dire's bottom tower.
How many hook
Benji.
shots? Oh!
There's going to be 2, and Mortimer will help finish off that kill.
All right, GH's about to get clocked, though.
Dire's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
sad.
Uh-oh, Chronosphere, Nico, baby. That's a complete solo kill. That's the MKB. Completed with the Enchanted Quiver. And that's the thing, with this Void build, before the MKB, you don't really have that much damage. So even though it's not the best neutral item, it does help solve one of the problems that you have with the early BKB.
Dire's bottom tower
And
has
being able to
fallen.
just straight solo the anti-mage
Radiant's
like
middle
that
tower is under attack.
does not bode well for Alliance. Buyback is available for Nico, baby.
Radiant structures are
S4 jumps in, Glyph comes out. They're going to try to burn down this Void. Has the Aegis, of course. Glimpse back. Kinetic Field. No Static Storm. They'll save it for now. Trying to hold this AM buyback.
Man, there's something about this team. They know how to run this exact style of lineup so well. I find there's so many games I cast them where I'm just like, this looks exactly like how they played Necrophos at like TI7.
Hook shot. They found one. It's S4. BKB. That'll give them a reset. Now they turn onto the Void. Miracle still alive. Static Storm, Kinetic Field, but Miracle makes it out. He pops his BKB, gets FNG. Anti-Mage responds. It will be a 5v4. No buyback available on the Disruptors. They do bring down Limp. Buyback is available on the puck. Now Barracks exposed.
Radiant's middle
Tier
barracks
2
are
standing in
under
the
attack.
side lane, so Alliance might just opt to let this go. Nope, they want to fight. Buyback now on the puck. They push the Void in. He's silenced and dead. That's the Aegis, though. Now they turn on to S4. No BKB. He's taking big damage. Nico Baby had to blink out defensively. Nigma still taking a pretty good fight. Phoenix Egg, not going to hit anything. Now low on cooldowns. A tough hold for Alliance. 35 seconds on the DK. No buyback there.
Yeah, they're just delaying. Nico
Radiant's
Baby's
middle
already gone.
barracks are under attack.
They're just letting it fall. Oh, GH.
Did he find him? He did indeed. Nico Baby in some trouble. Power Cogs come out. They don't quite have the lockdown with just the 2 of them. But continuing to assert their dominance. Double damage rune up top. Chronosphere coming up in 20. Is Miracle going to wait it out? Put it in the bottle. This could be a game ender here.
Yeah, I don't even know
Dire's
what Alliance should
structures
do
are
right now.
fortified. Dire are scanning.
Is it worth trying to smoke out? Maybe hope. Well, I guess if Nigma runs into Miracle like this. Thankfully, there was a sentry there. Oh, they're going to try and counter this invis.
Oh, they found him. He does not have Aegis. BKB, not... Oh, well. Does get it off, but not going to do anything. Remember, the puck does have an Ags.
Yeah, that was huge.
Oh, puck does not
actually,
have
it's
Ags
done
yet. I'm sorry. Okay, still short.
Oh, we all got caught. They got the glimpse. They have a
On the
Yules
run,
on puck,
though.
too.
They need a little more. As forward the stun. Now they've got the follow-up. They're going to get Weehaw for sure.
Go for
Radiant's
more.
top tower
Go,
is
Limp.
under
He's
attack.
blinking. MC, what are you doing? Limp, look at your hero.
I think they
Team?
got him here. Mind control in some trouble.
He
They're
needs
going to
FNG.
start to come. Still pretty far
Oh
away.
my God, no. No,
Mind
you are not
control.
allowed to get out.
Jukes. The
Oh,
Jukes. He's good. He's clear. He's out.
Oh my
MC. God. Wow. They're still looking for him. Like, where the hell is that little blue bastard?
All right, that single little turn and dip into that. Oh, that was so nice. Oh,
Well,
I'd be
that has
so mad.
brought this game back from the brink. Still a tough situation for Alliance, but from like 15K down to 10 in terms of net worth. Similar on the XP chart.
And it's off.
Yeah, that was a going for it all kind of moment there from Miracle, right?
Yeah.
I'm invis. Maybe I can just like wipe down Nico Baby, give us a pretty clear win condition.
Oh, bottom lane. Phoenix Egg comes out. RMN does not have the cooldowns. They glimpse back GH, but does make it out. Clipped by the Supernova, but support inbound.
Got the overclock too. He can go back for this.
Now Miracle on his way in. Does have a Shadow Blade. He'll find FNG. Hanskin also in trouble. No Icarus dive.
Dire's top
Disarm
tower
buys
is
him some
under
time,
attack.
but does fall in the end. 2 down.
That's the Iron Shell.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, I haven't really been noticing the new talent on Darkseer,
Radiant's bottom
the 400 health
Oh, yeah.
on the Iron Shell that they replaced. That's kind of neat.
Iron Shell provides 400 max health on whatever target you buff it on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was a nice change. That was a cool way to buff that
That work with
spell.
Clinks?
I would guess. I don't know.
Can you buff a
Radiant's
creep and then,
bottom
oh
tower
god, are
is
there more
falling.
maps we can do with this stupid creep?
I
Probably
don't
does.
see why it wouldn't work, but that's one for the practice lobby, buddy.
There you go. Fun one.
It's also a cool piece of utility because there aren't really many skills that do that. It's like kind of like an Essence Ring, but in a spell buff. You know, that's a pretty unique mechanic.
I mean, does it work on enemies too? Or does it not? I actually, yeah, I have not messed around with that at all.
Now, that's a good question because, yeah, you can put Ion Shell on enemies or like enemy creeps and stuff. Huh. I would hope not. There's no advanced tooltip for the talent trees. Good question. Man, Trent, you would have been a natural for the QA department.
I tell you. You know what it is, though? I don't have all the brain power for all the Rubik mechanics.
Ah. I could see you at that job, sitting there just trying to break games all day.
Right. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Wait till you write the reports, buddy. That's when the real fun comes in. Oh, smoking to the base. Look at this. Alliance, they are not prepared. Dire have 2 observer wards down right now, and one of them in range of the sentry. Both of them in range of different
This is
sentries.
very sneaky. All right, so Miracle's still back here. Oh, there's a sentry, though. Yo, FNG?
They found him. He bumps into FNG, Static Storm, Kinetic Field. They are going to be able to bring down this Void pretty quickly, but no, he eats the cheese. BKB. Chrono comes down. He wants to focus the egg. Disruptor will buy back straight away, but the egg goes through. Hunskin actually survives. They almost turn on the Miracle. Now glimpse back. GH trying to keep them all alive, but I think Nigma have written a check that their asses can't cash. They've lost 2. Now they're on the run. They've committed deep, and now Alliance on the chase, on the hunt. They want more, and they'll find it. Weehaw bashed up, stunned into oblivion. He should go down here as they chase deep. Glimpsed back. Nigma losing more of this lead they've set up for themselves and given Alliance a foothold back into this game.
Did they get like the social media person in the room or something? Like I need a really juicy clip for the game mender. Could you guys do something a little crazy? All right, I'll try. I'm gonna go hide in the tree line there.
Guys, we're really trying to push hashtag YOLO this month, so... I mean, that was pretty crazy. They burned 2 observer wards, and at first I thought that was like some kind of bait to distract them so they could get this big chrono. But then they didn't go for it, and FNG just straight caught the void.
I mean, he was smoked. He was smoked. I was double checking because they had a sentry down. And he's walking by the racks. I'm like, okay, no, he's smoked this whole time. So they do not see the void. They didn't see him go in the tree line. I don't think FNG was even looking for void. He was probably just checking for, like, wards and the birds.
But, yeah, maybe you're looking for the clockwork there. I don't know why
clock
you would
for sure. That's another possibility because he has blink. But that was... Yeah, that was something.
Wild plays. And now it's only
so
a 5K lead.
though.
Now look, dude, XP is even now. The XP graph is zeroed out, and gold is getting pretty darn close. For 36 minutes, 5K is not much of an advantage. Even our win percentage, 25-75. Still heavily favoring Nigma, but it was up to 90% plus for Nigma.
They got the cape, too.
Oh, that's sick. The dream on anti-mage, although he may hang on to the sliver.
Oh, he's going for the hammer. He wants to live through the chrono. I don't blame him.
Tower is under
Okay.
attack.
Extra strength, 18 strength on the Havoc Hammer.
Wasn't it? I could have swore it was 20 at some point. Anyway, 18's not bad.
Might have been. 30 damage as well. And he'll also hang on to the cape.
You can basically just do both. Although you can't switch out the hammer, so... All right, now he's ditching the hammer. He wants the cape. It's too good.
So I think the cape is just better. Smoke now from Nigma. They've got Chrono up in 5. These are the moments where I'm so glad we've got Twitch chat back.
I'm sure they love that.
The waterfall of 3-2-2 never gets old, buddy. Aghanims is up on Puck. Just an FYI.
Oh, it's a,
could be
it's
a
a
game
refresher
changer.
here.
And a double damage is out on Void. This is a scary fight for Alliance to try to jump into.
They've got too much vision. The birds, the flares, the cape was their only hope. It's just now going in the pit. Oh, he missed.
And they'll let it
GH
go.
was just going in.
Roshan
All right, wow, that was super safe.
Wow, he dropped
All right,
the
Miracle
Chrono.
is on some YOLO shit.
Okay, all right.
He's just
Well, dude, don't
chronoing
forget.
Roshan.
Before, all right, GH, is he left behind here? Stunned up. Miracle coming back in. Shadow Blade, double damage about to expire. Don't forget,
he went
earlier...
from the ultimate risky play to the most safe play possible.
Well, don't forget, S4 snatched an Aegis and a Roche kill earlier. It was like the double win. So I kind of get why he's on that level of, all right, guys, we are playing this as safe as it gets. This is condom Dota right here.
Yeah.
No risk.
And that's just their first neutral item for Nigma here. They've been a little bit busy. Not hitting creeps. So Miracle now has a Flicker to work with. So has the Dispel versus the Puck and the Phoenix. Nice. Oh, and a Minotaur Horn too? Yo. And they got a Cape? Alright, they're getting some sweet items.
Horn is pretty god tier in most games.
That's probably GH? I don't even know. GH is going BKB anyway.
I would have thought Void, but maybe even give it to the Visage for how much he's been dying, and I think so. Yeah, it's in the bank of the Visage right now.
It's actually so good on both like Visage, Darkseer, and Clockwork. Darkseer's one of these heroes who just loves BKB so much. It's hard to justify it a lot of the time. Because you really want auras. You don't want to be like buying something selfish, but it lets you get off really good vacuums.
Yep. That AC not far away on the Visage.
He's got his
What
own
was
game
that?
ender now. He's got Blink Scythe against an AM who has not built any sort of defense for the single target since he's just dealing with Chronos.
No Lincolns, no BKB, and he has an Assault Kuros queued up next. GH,
Sentry.
oh, walks into a ward. He's pretty tanky, but does run out of mana. AM backs up. S4 pops the BKB. They see Miracle, and they want no part of this. There is still no Chrono for 30. Although, did Alliance see the Chrono at Roche? They might not realize it's on
I think the
cooldown.
cape was still in, right?
You think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Illusionist cape saw it. I mean, it was kind of cool because they dropped a Refresher Shard anyway, right? So, like, theoretically, if they really wanted to make some sort of a play or something, he could get it within 6 seconds.
Smoke now from Nigma. Tense moments. 38
Oh, he's bringing it out. Is he bringing? No, I thought he might bring out the refresher, but he actually just got a tome. How short is he? Like 60 XP from level 25.
Radiant are scanning.
He'll be just the second of the game after Nico, baby.
What do you get on Void? The AoE?
This game, I mean, I've definitely seen it shift back and forth between people. So
Backtrack is so weird. It's so random, but it is a crazy amount of mitigation, and he does commit to the 20% backtrack. Okay.
he did just die twice, right? So I think that's fair.
Dire are scanning.
Super busted against those like Finger of Death, Laguna Blade type spells that are giant instances of damage, but 20% mitigation across the board. Not bad. Double damage rune down bottom. Nigma looks like they'll scout this out. I think they've still got a bottle somewhere. Maybe not. Nope. Okay.
Radiant's top tower.
So they'll
is
just
under
grab it
attack.
and then head towards the base.
There's only a minute left. Yeah, I'm fine with a big play here. They might be a little bit
Radiant's
hesitant
top
thanks to what
tower
happened last
has
time,
fallen.
but
Outer tower's done, so it's just base now.
any more smokes? No.
And the buyback situation slightly better for Alliance
Look where
this
they
time.
flew that courier. They were chasing, I think, actually it must be S4's courier, is it? I don't even know whose courier it is. The Hyperstone up there.
That's AM.
Oh, he's getting the AC, is he? Yeah.
Far top left corner. That courier is making the trek. Great migration. 20 seconds left on Aegis. Doesn't look like Nigma are going to get much use out of this one. Still have the refresher shard, though. And she's in the hands of the Visage.
They're just standing here surging and ion shelling Miracle.
Boom, there it goes.
Just waiting for their chance. I mean, 10-second BKB on Clockwork. I'm a little surprised they didn't go. They're scared.
Do it with flair.
I mean, does the game get worse for them as it progresses? Not really.
I don't think so.
So-
Void versus AM just continues to scale pretty favorably for the Void. It's all about the catch.
I tell you,
right?
they
I
need a
guess
gem,
AM
though. They are getting burnt by sentries.
Yeah, that would be a fair investment at this point. Quite a ways off next Roche. 2:30 until we see the timer.
Hey, buddy.
So it could be as much as 5 minutes.
Remember that time where we didn't think we'd get another Snapfire eggs? Because I don't remember that time anymore.
Oh shit!
The gobbles are here. We have gobbled over.
They actually have it coming?
Yeah, it's flying in right now. He bought out.
Wow! Oh wow! Okay.
All right, gobble up. 40-second cooldown, I think. If you guys haven't seen this one before, 1.5 second stun. Let's see. Yeah, 4-second CD. You can hold them for 3 seconds, and you 45% slow. The damage little goop lasts for 3 seconds. Impacts for 400 damage. That's pretty hype.
It's cute. Also stuns for 1.5.
Yeah.
So has another piece to their CC chain.
Sending an MC would be kind of cool.
Yeah, we've seen it a little bit more like as a meme, but did we see it with a Tiny before? Was that the gobble up, throw Tiny in, or was it a Centaur? Gobble him up,
I don't know.
toss
They were
him in,
winning
and then
so
he has hook
hard.
stomp.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
So there's some similar stuff here. You're right, like Dark Seer.
It was Venno. That's what it was. Remember?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Benno for the ulti.
He had 4 staff and I think he had eggs.
Well, it looks like Nigma will be waiting out next Roche at this point. Unless Alliance move out of the base and give them some kind of golden opportunity. They are going to smoke now, so maybe this is it. And Alliance find a jump. They bump into Miracle. That's a Chrono. Connects on 2. Not the anti-mage, but he gets the puck first. Sunray trying to heal up S4, but it's not sustaining him that well. It does keep him alive. The egg goes through and actually catches a couple of stuns. Static Storm, Kinetic Field, Anti-Mage, doing the damage that he can, but Nico Baby actually has to back up defensively. The puck did buy back to get into this. They'll lose FNG, and now Hanskin getting very low, vacuumed back in. He's dead. 2 supports down. They do both have buybacks available. Alliance could still hold here, but it's a big fight for Nigma.
And it's off.
Man, that movement slow is kind of brutal. The plus
Don't forget.
20% on the Snapfire.
They've got refresher shard, so not used yet, but they will have another chrono here.
Oh, he's going.
There it is.
The
Miracle
goop.
also has another BKB. They find the DK. He's hexed up. Big time chrono. Connects
actually
on
blows.
3. Limps down. That's a dieback. Hanskin barely lives, but now Nico Baby jumps into the fray. Has to blink defensively. Alliance out of options. 2 on the sideline. Permanent deaths. It'll be a 5v3 to make this final hold. Seemingly impossible at this point as Nigma now focus on the tier 4s. A topsy-turvy game 1 for this best of 5 grand finals, but 44-22. It looks like Nigma might be able to do it. Nico Baby jumps out for one final push. Can't finish off Miracle. Now Hanskin in trouble. Hookshot will find that kill. No more BKB. Anti-Mage in trouble. Might have a blink. They've got the stuns. They're killing him. They've brought him down before the GGs can fly. S4 calls it. And Nigma go up 1-0 to get things started.
Well, I can appreciate a team who tries to make an interesting ending. They went all out for a couple of plays there, and then they said, all right, fine, you guys want to be boring and buy detection. I guess we'll just Roche. And with the slow and steady method, quite a bit more effective these days in Dota 2. So Nigma just slow roll it to a victory, get everything they need, go high ground. Because as we kind of said, like, not going to get a lot worse for them. It's as long as you can deal with the anti-mage with all of his items. If the allies of the AM aren't strong enough, then you're going to outscale.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The early game looked pretty good for Alliance. They shut down Weehaw really hard, but you see the way Nigma handled it. They kept their